Do you know how many times I encounter people that I just like, oh, you're almost there, like just like one thump over the edge, and you're like one push out of the bird's nest, and you'll be there. I encounter people like that all the time. Actually, I was that person, and sometimes I still am that person, depending on what is going on in my life. I won't act like I'm just got it all together. No, because every time something new happens, every time there's a new opportunity, I have to level up to that opportunity. I cannot operate on the same level thinking that I'm going to get good results at that new level when mentally I'm still on a lower level of whatever this opportunity has presented me. So I encounter people all the time. I encounter myself. I encounter them in person, I encounter them virtually. And a lot of times I start thinking, oh my God, I just really want to help them. But the next thing I think is they have to be willing and they have to want it. Can't do that for them, because nobody can change you but you. Nobody can make you do anything but you, right? Okay, we all know that. So I ask you, what are you going to do? What would you like to do, knowing that you're encountering new levels? Let's just say you're an entrepreneur like me, and you are in transitional periods, or you just started. I want to be an entrepreneur, and I have no clue what direction to go in. Well, of course you don't. This is not something that you've done before, so how would you know what to do? That's okay. Or let's just say you've been an entrepreneur for a couple of years, and now you're trying to get clients, you're trying to get new contracts, you're trying to sell your product, you're trying to sell your services, you're trying to network with people, you're trying to get to know people, you're trying to learn different ins and outs of the business and what do you need to do. You're trying to learn you and how do you do better at what you're doing. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Or let's say you're a teacher. This is one of the big things for me, because I'm an educator by trade, right? And I see this all the time in cosmetology, but realistically it happens in the educational system every single day. You are an educator and you're fixed on the fact that I know exactly what I'm doing, and you do. You went to school. But what you forget is you are operating on this level right here. There's a new level every time a new kid enters into your classroom, because you cannot operate on this level of you thinking that you're going to be able to reach them in any way, shape or form. You have to now transform and transition who you are up here to be able to meet the need of the person that is sitting in your classroom. This happens all the time in cosmetology, and I know that it happens in K through 12, and it happens in college classrooms every single day. But it also happens for people that are deciding that they want to go back to school, because you just decide that I want to go back to school because I want to get a degree in whatever it is, or I want to start my career over, or whatever it may be. And you're thinking, I'm going to go. Not you, not that person that you are, not you. Not you about to go over there. You may want to, and then when you get in there, you're like, oh, no, this is not for me. There's a reason for that. Or let's just say you're a manager. You're a manager, you got a new position, and you're thinking, oh, I was so good at this, and now I got this position. Or this is your company, and you've gotten a new manager, and they're in this position, and you're thinking they're not working out. Well, your communication has to be different. Who you are has to be different. You were very good at what you were doing on this level, right? You are now in management. That doesn't mean that you have authority or ownership over anybody. What it means is you are now in a servant position to be able to further the people that are now doing the work, so that they are maximizing at what their capacity is, and you also seeing their weaknesses and where they need help in, and helping them do that. That is called management. It has nothing to do with having authority over anybody. Yes, you manage schedules. Yes, you put things in line, but you also are very much aware of the people that you who are under you, and the people are that are being served through you, and the people that you're managing. Okay, it becomes less about you. So I say all that to say is, identified yourself. Maybe you're the dean of a college and you've identified your employees. Maybe you are the superintendent of a school and you've identified your employees. Maybe you're a teacher and you've identified yourself. Maybe you're a new student and you have identified yourself. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you have identified yourself. Maybe you are a professional. Maybe you are a nonprofit leader and you have identified yourself. You're thinking to yourself, man, I'm so stuck right now. And you know you are, and you have no idea what to do, but yet you're doing nothing. How is that going to work for the goal that you're trying to reach? If there is a goal there, 9 times out of 10, there is. So what do you do about it? This is what I want you to realize. It's all in the mind. And people say this all the time, but I don't like the word mindset, right? Because I feel like the English language does not do the word justice within the meaning, because a lot of time you're looking up the definition and you got to go back and look up this other word to figure out what this word means to even get a good definition of what that one word that you were looking up means. And I feel the people that actually say English is hard to learn because I feel like other languages have more depth to them. They have more expression. They have more meaning to them. Whereas the English language, I feel like when it transitioned from, Latin and Old English, it kind of lost some of its flavor. So I define mindset differently. I defined it as mind and I defined it as set, because when you define them differently, you will realize something. Your mind is the way that you think, you perceive, your feelings, all of those little stuff up there going on, okay? Then you have set. Set is actually putting or placing. So I put or place this right here. Put or place this right here. And guess what you do every single day? You put in place how you're going to think, how you're going to feel, how you're going to perceive, how you're going to make decisions. You put that somewhere. You make that decision every single day. But how do you do that? In which ways do you do that? You do that through the environment that you're in and the experiences that you had. If those experiences, if that environment does not line up, is not conducive to the goals that you're trying to see, then you need to do something different. You gotta expand your horizons. And I know that's so cliche, but it's true. You got to step out of where you are. It's comfortable. It's too comfortable that it's making you uncomfortable in the space that you're trying to go to. So how much comfort would you like to have to be uncomfortable and still not reach the goal that you want to reach? Okay, I'm not going to go there, and I'm not no preacher. So I'm just telling you what happens. Why? Because I've been in the same space, and sometimes I get in that same space. I like to call it a holding pattern. It's an aviation term. It's not nothing that I just came up with, but it's a transitional period. And in aviation, a holding pattern means that plane just circles around in the same space until they get clearance, until that air traffic controller, that person that they're talking to, says, all clear over here, and now you can go to this destination. I give you one better. It's no different than you going on vacation and taking that same old, I'm tired of everything, I'm grumpy, I'm frustrated, over into your vacation when you're going to the Dominican Republic or Greece or Italy or Dubai or Florida or wherever you're going, and you decide to take that you over there. You think you're going to have a good vacation? No. So how is operating over here and needing to go over there when your mind is not lined up to be on that level, going to work for you, going to help you, unless you do something different? So what difference are you going to do? I have something for you, but it's up to you. I can't make you do anything. And I'm not no therapist, because I'm not going to sit down and have no full conversation. That's just crazy. No. You have to be willing to change your mind. You have to be the participant in saying, I've decided that I'm no longer going to just let these thoughts these perceptions, these experiences, these feelings rule where I want to see myself be, where I want my company to be, where I want my life to be, where I want my position to show up, where I want things to happen in my life. Get the book in the journal. Get the book in the journal. Get the book. You set the meaning. It's a 7-day journal. And then get the book, put on your freaking shoes and walk. You walk through them. You watch your perceptions change. You watch your mindset change. It's there to challenge the version of you that is stuck. There's a thing, I don't know if it's in science or what it is, but it's fixed mindset. I think it's in science. They call it fixed mindset and growth mindset. So the fixed mindset says this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it's supposed to be, and this is what it's always been, and nothing needs to change. The growth mindset understand that things change all the time. Nothing stays the same. Your child don't stay the same. So the fact that you want your mind to stay the same is crazy. It's insane. So nothing stays the same. And that growth mindset says that I need to be open. I need to allow myself to be free enough to know that I need to change. Know that there will be change that come. Know that there will be transitions that come. And I choose to be open enough to receive whatever it is that I need to receive to go up to a next level and operate in the thing in which I want to see better in my life, the lives of the people that I'm serving, the lives of the people that I'm supporting. So get the book in the journal. That's all I got for you. Get the book in the journal. But then I got some more for you. It's a framework. It's called Mrs. P, Mindset, Responsibility, Standard, and Practice. You just want to get to the practice and the goal, but it don't happen like that. It's steps to it. So get the book in the journal. Start with that, and then we'll go to the next thing because you'll get a little surprise in your email after you have purchased the book in a journal. Just give me about a good week after you've gone through it, and you should see a little surprise in your email for what's next. Okay? All right. You getting it? Click the button. All right.